That's awesome. Love. Oh. Look at this beautiful mare. Her name is Natsumi. I never intended to get another horse, but when I laid eyes on her, I had to bring her home. Right next to her is the Amish boy who trained her, and boy is she trained. She sits on command, she lies down on command, she side passes left and right. She drives right side, left side, single, double. And I knew she would be the perfect horse for the herd. This is the first day, and Rohan the Great, this is when they first met. Look how pretty this horse is. Yes, my people, I'm going to be showing you a lot more of my life outside of this dietary garbledness. People have this illusion that I'm anti-carnivore, but I'm really not. I'm actually trying to show you guys how to be careful when doing any diet, including keto. Keto, carnivore, same thing. And the same problems arose. So, in the meantime, I'm going to be showing you more videos and things that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. I push my body to the absolute bitter edge without having to be on HRTs, and how to mitigate that stress. But for now, we're going to talk about carnivore and the problems that people are having. And I'm not anti-carnivore, even though some people just persist to watch my channel, which is bizarre. So check it out. Welcome everyone to my crazy life. Now, today we're going to talk about the carnivore diet. In fact, somebody shared me this video, and she's a doctor, and she is destroying, well, not destroying, I mean, she is being a little bit critical of the carnivore diet. Is she right? Is she wrong? Because I don't necessarily agree with everyone who is making critical points about the carnivore diet. So let's go and check her out. Her Instagram handle is called Dr. Steffi Young. Carnivore diet, like an elimination diet, is a tool, and it can be used for various utilities. Tools should not turn into dogma. That's what it says below her profile picture. But let's hear what she's got to say. Oh, it says here, what makes me hate the carnivore diet? And then she's going on to explain that. So let's go.
A great level of disdain for the carnivore diet, not because I think eating meat is bad, or not because I think eating carnivore will increase your cholesterol levels and clog your arteries, not because I don't think it could be used in certain situations. None of that. I have a great disdain because of how these people are talking about it. They have to create these massive, bold claims that are not based in reality. That,
yep, I mean, sister from another mister, we are hitting the same points at this point, right? People literally are they don't know enough about this diet. So anybody who talks about it, they just leave out every friggin' detail that can be troublesome. There's good and bad about any diet. But if people are saying that it healed me and it's the best thing ever, but don't ever say the pitfalls, that's why I'm showing this here woman, Dr. Steffi Young. Here we go.
it's the ancestral way to eat, and it's the primal way to be. And this is the only true way we were ever meant to eat, because vegetables are toxic and because fruit are just sugar bombs. None of those things are true. Carnivore.
Okay, so she's kind of wrong and she's kind of right. She's wrong in the concept that, yes, people who've got mast cell activation, leaky gut, SIBO, who have severe histamine intolerance, eating plants are going to feel terrible, and they shouldn't. And that carnivore becomes an incredibly great tool for a short amount of time to get all that inflammation out for the moment while rebuilding the gut. This is what is not discussed. It's not that I'm against carnivore. I'm against the cultism of carnivore and how it just fixes everything like it's the magic voodoo freaking diet, and it ain't. All right, let's go.
Carnivore diet is an extreme elimination diet, which can be used especially for people who have.
Oh, by the way, she did say that. Oh, they say that plants are super toxic. Plants can be good, and fruit can be good, and fruit can be bad, and both can be good or bad. Context.
Really large amounts of food sensitivities, people who have a very degraded gut.
Yes.
So it's not a flex.
You go, girl.
To be like, all I can eat is steak and nothing else because I have cystic acne that flares up. That's not a flex. That means you got to heal the gut.
Okay, I'm going to play this whole thing again. We are in alignment. Well, fruit can be bad, and carbs can be bad, and fruit has been genetically altered, and so has, and either the hybridization or the selectively bred are literally genetically modified. So when she made that one little tiny statement out of context saying it's not that bad, it can be depending on person's situation or the type of food or quality or the roundup. But let's play this again.
I have a great level of disdain for the carnivore diet, not because I think eating meat.
I mean, I'm the same. I have a great level of disdain, not for the carnivore diet. I have a great level of disdain for how poorly it's presented in being the miracle cure without context. So for every one person that says that they did amazing on it, you've got 5,000 that say they feel like crap. And yes, I've coached that many to say so.
Is bad, or not because I think eating carnivore will increase your cholesterol levels and clog your arteries, not because I don't think it could be used in certain situations. None of that. I have a great disdain because of how these people are talking about it. They have to create these massive, bold claims that are not based in reality.
And what she means by not based in reality is just because something works for you does not mean it's going to work for the majority of people. So when I get people in my comment section saying how great it was, first of all, perception is reality. If you have an inflammatory reaction to, and I have another video I want to show you guys down the line where like this person's saying it's a freaking cult because veganism and carnism, they say this, they're exactly the same doing the opposing diet. Everything is contextual. Context is left out of anything that's trending. I feel like people are losing their objectivity.
It's the ancestral way to eat, and it's
not the ancestral way to eat. They ate everything because they starving. They were starving when they were starving.
The primal way to be, and this is the only true way we were ever meant to eat because vegetables are toxic and because fruit are just sugar bombs.
And she's saying, okay, I realized that I got it wrong. She's not saying that vegetables are toxic and fruit is not toxic. What she's saying is none of that is true. Yes, it is true. And yes, it isn't true. Yes, it can be true to the individual where they're having mast cell activation or allergies to said foods. It can be toxic to their body. And fruit that is genetically modified can literally make your blood sugar freak out. So yes, that could be problematic. So when she says none of that is true, I think maybe because she's doing a 1-minute video, she's not putting enough context to it. So based on her line, wrong, but probably how she really thinks, she's spot on. Probably.
None of those things are true. Carnivore diet is an extreme elimination diet, which can be used especially for people who have really large amounts of food sensitivities.
People with mast cell activation, food sensitivities do not do well with so many food groups. And the goal is to not literally just go and not eat foods that inflame you. You do not want to just kick out everything. If you just stop eating all the plants that you were having problems with 100% for years and years, your ability to adapt goes down because your body forgets how to deal with the anti-nutrients in these plants, the salicylates and oxalates and goitrogens and nightshades and lectins. We can tolerate them in seasonal with a good solid gut lining. So the point isn't to eliminate all these foods. The point is to fix your gut, use carnivore as a short-term tool, but then have diversity because of the prebiotic fiber, because of the bacteria profile you're going to get on different foods, because of the nutritional profile. Like there are plants that have potassium, which when you drop out your starch, you need potassium because you need to balance your electrolytes. So just be careful when people are like, oh my God, and Dr. Chafee's doing amazing. He's doing such great work. Well, I don't agree. I think that some of his work is good, but I think that some of his work looks like cultism, right? Zealotism looks like I'm just going to promote this thing no matter how many people say they feel like crap. Like, it's the best way to be. And then he'll make some really good arguments. He's not a bad guy. I mean, at least in my opinion, based on what I've seen on a screen. But I know that this is to make as much money and be as popular, then you have to satisfy the masses. If you're being real, there are going to be people that don't like you. It's just the way it is, because you're not going to be fully transparent with everything. You're not going to address every single person that had a problem with the carnivore diet. You're just going to keep saying that meat heals. And then you watch Bella from Steak and Butter Gal. She sits there, in my opinion, falsely eating all this meat, as thin as she is. And if she were ever overweight, that means that she still has metabolic inflexibility to some varying degree. So if you're just constantly eating that food, you're not going to just have it evaporate. And being in her 20s, yeah, is more of an advantage. But you see in her before picture, she still became overweight. So is she eating all that food? I don't think so. Because she, in my opinion, it's my opinion with my eye, I spy with my little eye, that she's got, in my opinion, a gluconeogenic body, like very, very thin. And she tries to work out. And her body looks like a body that's not eating enough food. Could I be wrong? Sure. Am I most likely? Hell no. I mean, it just is what it is. This is my opinion. I just want people to be careful. And it's really nice and refreshing to see another person say what I'm saying. Because I've been a lone wolf in this whole opposing of anything that's trending too hard. I don't like that. It's ick. It's the ick factor. It's the zealot. It's the brain scrub factor of people who are like, oh my God, it's amazing. Because that's what happened with keto. And I pushed keto, and I saw good and I saw bad happen. And now I realize that diet depends on the individual, the type of dietary measure that you choose, and lifestyle combined, and the type of person you are. These are the factors, not the diet alone. Meat doesn't heal. You have to heal your body, not the meat. Okay. Comment below. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Comment below. Share this information, this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because that's just what, if you want to reach people, you got to play that game. And yes, the titles and thumbnails have to be clickbait. Literally, it says that in the information you get as your YouTube representative, or else they won't share your shite. It's kind of gross, but it is what it is. But if we really wanted to sell, I'd go and constantly be in half tops like I used to and promote weight loss diets and give people the subjective idea of what a woman who is 60, full natty, right? This is natural, okay? This is full natty. And this is someone, me, who has had so little time to hit the gym ever since moving to raw land. I have 10 equine, taking care of my mother, taking care of my mother's dog. Somebody dumped a little puppy on my land. Now I have a puppy. I got to take care of that. And then I have 12 animals. And then I have a build. And then I have to keep things clean to keep the parasite load down. And then I have to do these videos. And then I have to research. And then I run a course. Yes, I run a course where I cover all 3 diets. And then I do consultations. So, yeah. If I wanted to, I was like, girl, I could just make this easy. Put my little round ass in a bikini and be like, 60 years old, 60. And I'm on no HRT. I'm on zero. I'm on tree hugging and breathing in high quality air and eating high quality food and the absolute passion and love for life. But of course, it's more than that. I'm an athlete. I'm never, ever, ever going to be overweight. Never. Like, that is just not my vocabulary. So then we do stuff because it doesn't matter the level of injury you have or broken metabolism or hormones. Your body will snap once you find the right equation and stop listening people say just eat meat, because it's a whole mindset and it's a lifestyle change far beyond any food that you eat. And remember, we're not hunter-gatherers. Our lifestyles are completely different when we have heavy metals, we have phthalates and plastics, we have gallbladder issues, we have poor quality food, poor quality air, poor quality water. We've got plastic clothing and dyes and chemicals and Roundup. Those hunter-gatherers didn't have that. They didn't have bills and jobs and be in a chronic state of stress. Chronic, like bill, stress, pressure, get into the car, pressure, put in a screen, pressure. all of it is pressure. That's what I feel that gurus need to mention when they're promoting a carnivore diet. And I think people should start like Steak and Butter Gal or any of these gurus, or Ken Berry or Anthony Chafee, and talk about when people have problems on these elimination or strict air quote diets, because they're on my channel. They're going, oh my God, thank God somebody is speaking my language. So check out my videos and go into the comment section. You're going to see stuff that you don't see on the other culty channels who are like, oh my God, you're the best. You're so best. Plus, I'm just not entertaining. I just give out information. So looks like I have to entertain you guys with like flashy edits and videos and interviews to get just a few people to change and heal the body. And I'm out. Comment below, share this content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I do run a course where I cover now all 3 diets. I'm no longer going to push just keto because so many people can't make it sustainable because of the gallbladder issue or blood sugar dysregulation, or their family can't get on board. Same thing with carnivore for those who actually have to do carnivore or have to do carbs. How do you do the carbs? How do you do the ketogenesis? How do you use carnivore as an elimination diet to actually heal said gut, get the microvilli back? And then how do you titrate back into more diverse bacteria and prebiotic fiber and things like butyrate to fix the gut, the short chain fatty acids? And I'm out. Energy! Even though I stayed up really, really late fixing horse shelters, at least it was done for the better good of my animals, which makes me feel amazing. Or else I think I'd be more estrogen dominant. And I'm out. Peace. Energy, energy, energy.